Welcome back to our philosophy breakdown series on Nocturnity. Today, we'll be looking at the life and ideas of Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic philosopher whose insightful perspectives on change and the universe continue to resonate today. Around 535 BC, Heraclitus was born into an aristocratic family in the city of Ephesus, part of the Persian Empire, in what is now known as Turkey. Ephesus was a significant and bustling seaport of its time, a cultural and commercial hub that exposed Heraclitus to a wide array of thoughts, cultures, and ideas. Contrary to many of his contemporaries who provided extensive details of their lives, Heraclitus was more reserved. His life was notably private, and he often expressed disdain for the masses, earning him the moniker the Obscure. His work was primarily written in the form of short philosophical riddles, declarations, and paradoxes. He did not pen any comprehensive philosophical treatises or theories. There is an anecdote that Heraclitus was offered the kingship after his father's death, but chose to pass it on to his brother. Instead, Heraclitus devoted his life to philosophical contemplation and inquiry. Despite his aristocratic origins and the possibilities that such a birth provided, Heraclitus seemed to have lived in relative solitude. His writings, which critique societal norms, cultural practices, and even other philosophers, set him apart from his fellow citizens and thinkers. Some accounts describe him as a misanthrope and cynic, frustrated by the folly and ignorance he perceived in the society around him. Heraclitus's enigmatic and insightful philosophies did not earn him widespread fame during his lifetime. Instead, his ideas gained recognition posthumously, shaping philosophical thought and dialogue in the centuries to follow. His concepts of flux and the logos are key contributions to philosophical discourse, challenging and complementing the ideas of other ancient Greek philosophers. Heraclitus's most famous concept, summed up in the phrase panta rhei or everything flows, posits that everything in the universe is in a state of constant change. Heraclitus believed that nothing remains static, everything is subject to a process of constant transformation. It's from this concept we get the famous analogy of not being able to step into the same river twice. The water in the river is always moving, always changing. Even though it may seem like the same river, it is continually renewing itself. Another one of his ideas is the unity of opposites. This concept contends that the universe is a system of interconnected and balanced opposites. According to Heraclitus, the world is characterized by pairs of opposites, such as day and night, life and death, up and down, which exist in a constant state of tension. This tension is vital because it fuels the change and becoming that he believes are the essential features of the world. Heraclitus saw fire as the fundamental element of the universe because, like the world he saw, it is always changing yet consistently the same. Fire's capacity to transform things, like wood into ash, made it a fitting symbol for his doctrine of flux. Heraclitus introduced the term logos to philosophical discourse. For him, the logos was the principle of order and knowledge, governing the cosmos' continuous change and the balance of opposites. However, he lamented that people were oblivious to the logos, leading to misunderstanding and a lack of wisdom. Heraclitus emphasized that human actions have consequences, and that one's character determined one's fate. He advocated for a life of moderation and warned against the dangers of excess. These concepts represent Heraclitus's primary philosophical beliefs, which set the stage for many of the metaphysical and ontological discussions that would follow in the history of philosophy. His ideas have resonated throughout the centuries, influencing numerous other philosophers and intellectual movements. Heraclitus's philosophy, with its emphasis on change, the unity of opposites, and the logos, has had a profound and lasting impact on the development of Western thought. His ideas significantly influenced both contemporaneous and later philosophers. The immediate influence of Heraclitus was felt among the pre-Socratic philosophers who followed him. His emphasis on the unity of opposites and the constant change of everything influenced thinkers such as Anaxagoras and Empedocles. The teachings of Heraclitus also greatly impacted Plato and his student Aristotle. Plato, in particular, wrote about Heraclitus in his dialogues, often using Heraclitus's theories to contrast with his own philosophical ideas. For example, the Heraclitean notion of constant change was countered by Plato's theory of forms, which posited a realm of unchanging and perfect ideas. Stoicism, a philosophical school in ancient Greece and Rome, was deeply influenced by Heraclitus's concept of the logos. Stoics adopted this notion as the divine rational principle that governs the universe. In modern times, Heraclitus's ideas have influenced process philosophy, a school of thought that emphasizes becoming over static being. His ideas also resonated with quantum mechanics, a branch of physics that describes nature at the smallest scales of energy levels of atoms and subatomic particles, where change is a constant. Heraclitus's philosophy continues to inspire various fields such as literature, psychology, and even popular culture. His thought-provoking aphorisms and the general concept of change being the only constant have been widely referenced and adapted. The legacy of Heraclitus is deeply woven into the fabric of Western philosophy and beyond. His ideas challenge static worldviews and spark critical thinking about change, contradiction, and the inherent order within the universe, leaving a lasting impact on our understanding of the world. At the heart of Nocturnity is a shared quest for understanding the essential truths of existence, and it is here that we find a profound connection with the ideas of Heraclitus. Heraclitus's primary doctrine, known as panta rhei, or everything flows, suggests that change is the only constant. This resonates deeply with Nocturnity's emphasis on personal evolution and continual learning. By embracing the ever-changing nature of existence, we learn to adapt and grow, remaining open to new experiences and insights. Heraclitus argued that harmony stems from the tension of opposites, much like the bow and the lyre. This concept mirrors the Nocturnity principle of balance and its importance in achieving an enriched, fulfilling life. Acknowledging and managing the inherent tensions within our lives, whether they relate to work and relaxation, solitude and companionship, or introspection and action, enables us to create a harmony that enriches our experience of existence. Heraclitus's concept of logos, the common rational principle that underlies and governs the universe, is in line with Nocturnity's emphasis on rationality and logical thinking. Both endorse the use of reason as a means to understand the world and guide our actions within it. The famous aphorism of Heraclitus, "Character is destiny," emphasizes the role of individual nature in determining one's life. This aligns with Nocturnity's focus on introspection and self-understanding as keys to personal development and fulfillment. In these ways, Heraclitus's philosophical ideas significantly correspond with the principles of Nocturnity. His insightful understanding of the world provides us with valuable perspectives on the nature of existence, encouraging us to continually seek balance, embrace change, and pursue truth through rational means. And so, we conclude our exploration of Heraclitus, an early philosopher whose ideas still resonate with us today. But understanding his thoughts isn't just an academic exercise, it's a springboard for our own personal development. Reflect on the principle of panta rhei in your own life. Where can you see change happening around you, and how can you embrace it instead of resist it? How can you apply the concept of harmony between opposites in your daily life, finding balance between work and play, thought and action, solitude and companionship? Consider also Heraclitus's idea of the logos, the rational principle that governs the universe. In what ways does rational thinking guide your decisions and actions? Can you apply reason more effectively in any areas of your life? Lastly, ponder Heraclitus's aphorism, "Character is destiny." What does this statement mean to you, and how can you use it to guide your own personal development? Take some time to journal your thoughts or discuss them with others in the Nocturnity community. Let's put these ancient ideas to work in our modern lives, using them to enhance our understanding and enrich our experiences. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos. Stay curious and continue your quest for wisdom. Until our next philosophy breakdown, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep evolving.